Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Real King, and right now I'm on location here at McGregor Park. As you can see behind me, it has some really cool features at this park, guys. I used to live in this area a few years back, but I moved away, and there's a lot of new stuff that they added here. So as you can see behind me, there's a statue of Martin Luther King Jr. So this was not here last time I was in this area. So this is something new, and it's really cool. So as you guys can see back there, it's got his name and his born date and the date of his passing. So that's pretty cool. And it looks like, and this is all like, I think, marble. You have some other stuff back here on this this wall. I can let you guys see, and it looks like a lot of the Houston affiliates. You know, you have HEB, I don't know who a Parsons is, and you have Metro and some other stuff on here. So that's cool. This is my first time seeing that, guys, so that's kind of neat. Then you also have down here, I'll probably get some B-roll footage so I can show you guys the other stuff that I can't show you guys right now. But yeah, so it looks like this walkway that you guys see in front of me, it has some different plaques and stuff like that are going all up and down here. That's really cool. Again, I'll get B-roll footage that will show you guys more of this, what I'm talking about. But it's very cool. I haven't seen this before. And it looks like it literally goes all the way down to the end of the road. But it's got some different, information that's on there for you guys to check out. This is actually, like I said, this is like my first time being on this part of the park. When I used to come here, I would come here to do three things. I would come here to play basketball a little bit. So this is like back in 2013, guys. This is a long time ago, 2013, 2014 possibly. So I was playing basketball back then. I also was doing a little, they had a little gym here, but it was like it was crappy, little gym. I didn't really like it. So other than that, I would come here to walk they have a path that you can like walk, and I'll show you guys that as well. Another thing that they have down here, guys, is they have a plaque, memorial plaque of Martin Luther King Jr. as well. Why there's so much Martin Luther King around here? Because we're right off of MLK, so it's actually fitting that they would have all this regarding Martin Luther King here. So that's what that's all about. Lots of trees around here, guys. So we're actually going to start making it into where the main park is. Right now I'm on the outside part of the park. So now we're going to start going inside it. I can show you guys a little more of this park. It's a beautiful park in a really nice part of Houston. I like this area. Here at this park, you actually have on both sides, you have a lot of stuff. So let's see if you guys can see over here. There's behind me, there's some benches for you to sit on and stuff like that. And there's a little, I don't know if you guys can see that little yellow basket. That looks like it is a disc golf course, because I'm seeing baskets kind of like all over the place, which I played disc golf before, so that's why I'm kind of like that's kind of weird. Like, I mean, it's weird because you don't see that here in Houston. But yeah, like there's one over here. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's one over there. But yeah, there's a lot of trees over here, guys. A lot of trees. And so this is my first time checking out this part of the park, it's really cool to see all this, this wildlife, the trees and stuff like that. It's really neat. A lot of shaded areas. Right now it's early in the morning or late in the morning here in Houston. It's I think it's a little after 10 o'clock, so we're expecting to get some rain here in the next few hours. I don't know, that's what it's saying. And so I figured I wanted to get out here. I was going to get out here soon or early anyways to get this going. And so, but yeah. So I am seeing yet some other really cool things, guys. So let me go and start showing you guys some of these other areas. I'm also trying to be mindful. I don't know if there are snakes in this grass. It is good, you know, conditions for snakes. So I got to be mindful of that. But yeah, so over here behind me, as you guys can see, got a picnic table, a resting area right here. And it's nice and shaded over here, guys. They do have the landscapers here this morning, and so they're cutting the grass and doing all the things that they need to do. But yeah, so over here you have all of this rest area that you guys can see. Oh, gotta bring it back down. I have my tripod extended. So yeah, you got a picnic table here, nice little platform it's on, and then over there, I'm pointing the wrong direction. Over here, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but behind me there is also a picnic table area as well. Let me see if I can get that in. It's kind of back over here. I'm gonna make my way over there so y'all can see it. But yeah, so we got some overcast going on, which is really nice. The weather is constantly changing here in Houston. So 1 minute it's gonna be really hot and sunny, and it can change just like that. And so, as you can see right here, that's the picnic table I was talking about. And basically, guys, all in this area, there's a lot of convenient seating. Way more picnic tables everywhere than the other park I was at the other day. You can see one right here. There's some all the way back over there, guys. There's garbage cans all over the place, as you guys can see. There's an undercover little spot over there where there's people sitting down with picnic tables, and there's picnic tables over there. Right here, you guys can probably see that. There's a volleyball little net and play area right there. Like, I didn't know this existed. I did not know this existed. So let's go ahead and start making our way around and checking out some of these other spots over here. I'm hoping that I am in focus, or the camera's got me it's not cutting me off. So more picnic tables over here, as you guys can see. Oh man, it's all over the place. It's really nice. And so right here, there's the volleyball net. Right there, I do play volleyball, so that's good to see that they have that here. And then you have more covered seating over here, which is behind me, as you guys can see. Wow, this is incredible. I've not seen this, guys. So it's really nice. And of course, how fitting would you have a barbecue grill right there, right underneath, or right by the underneath area for you to sit and enjoy your meal. Plenty of, you know, places to throw your garbage and stuff like that. So now we're going to make it over to another area where they have something that I have not seen before. So I'm not going to focus on heavily on everything, but just a couple of items over here that I wanted to check out, which is this little rock formation. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So we have this rock formation behind me right there. That's kind of cool to see. I'm not sure, I don't know, maybe you can climb it and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and check it out some, get a little closer. So it's in this little kind of like circular area. But yeah, so as y'all can see behind me, this rock formation, which is pretty cool. I have no idea how long it's been here. Like I said, I haven't been to this park in a long time, so this is new to me. If I was a kid, this would be awesome, because you just like climb on it and, you know, have fun. Which brings me to the other part of this area, which again behind me As y'all can see, this is a spot for the kids. So, playground. And again, unlike the other park that I video recorded last week, this one is much better to me because although there's not a lot of spread out little areas, this is all confined to just one area, but it's still it has a good amount of familiar you know, apparatus or whatever that thing apparatus is for you to for kids to play on and stuff like that. So I do like it. I like the way it's built and everything. This is a nice little area. It has some swings over here as well, which is a nice touch. You know, what is a park without swings? You know, swings, slides, everything, plenty of seating all over the place. So really cool. And that's the main part of the other side of this park. So now we are going to make it over to the other side that I am more familiar with, and that's mainly because when I used to come here, I would park on the other side. I wouldn't park on this side because I lived on the other side, so I didn't need to be over here. So this is a different side of the park than I'm used to. So now, like I said, we're going to make it across the street, and behind me is what I'm talking about. Man, I gotta place that down some. All right, so we're gonna start making it across the parking lot to the other side of the park, which is where you have the tennis court, which is back behind me. I don't know if y'all can see that right now, but there's a tennis court over there, and then the basketball court. So, but before we even get to that, we do have, which you see right in front, right down here, this gravel little area is like a walking course or walking area. This is what I was talking about. This is what I normally use when I would come here. So yeah. So we're gonna make our way to where the basketball hoop is. Depending on when you come here, there's usually a few heads here already that are, you know, waiting to, you know, play some ball and stuff like that. It kind of just depends. So I'm sure that there's many functions that they hold here at this park, and I believe right in front of me is where, y'all can see by that building, that I believe is where the gym is. And I'm saying that because I heard some clanking, which sounded like weights and stuff like that. So again, I don't use it. It's been a long time since I've been here, so I don't remember, but I believe that's where the gym is. And then if you can see behind me, there is this little plaque that reads something. And again, I will take B-roll footage and give you guys more of this information of, like, you know, what that's all about and everything like that. So now we're making our way to the you know, where people play basketball and stuff like that. Again, it's been since like what, 2013, 2014 when I last was here playing ball. So yeah, it's all kind of looking different to me, but just y'all can see it's a decent sized little court. You usually get some pretty good games here. When I last played here, I think we ran like 5 straight games. I was winded, bro. I was winded because I hadn't played basketball in a long time prior to that, but I can play ball, so I was just like, we just kept winning. So if you win, you staying on that court. And I think, yeah, there's a water fountain over there. That's what I was looking for because it was hot. It was hot when we was playing ball, you know, and there's not a lot of time because you got other people that's ready to play ball. So once the other team loses, you better head right over there real quick and get you some water, boom, and then come back at it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's wide open. You have seating all around spots, as y'all can see. There's benches everywhere, all along each side of this this little court. But yeah, it's well maintained. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they're doing the landscaping and everything like that, cutting the grass and everything. But yeah, this is where I would come, and you know, I would walk laps. So as you guys can see out there, the gravel area, that's more walking, and it goes all around. And I think they have like a few different like courses to this. It's not just all around. It actually splits off in different areas. So I might be able to show you guys that on this run. I don't know. But I want to take a trip and see about this water fountain over here. I did see one on the other side, but unlike the other park that they had one water fountain and it wasn't working and didn't seem like it worked for years. I know this one used to work. I just want to make sure it still does. And just so you guys can see, right there is where it says the name of the park. And all of that. So yeah, so like I said, the water fountains are right here, and it does work. The one works, and then this one doesn't work. So you have 3 little water spots. 2 of them work. I think that's pretty good. I think it's really good, because something is better than nothing. That's the way I see it. So we're now going to make it head to another part of the park. But what I love about this park also, guys, is all of the shading, the trees. There's plenty of places to sit, as you guys can see. Right behind me, right there, there's seating all over this place. Back here, as you guys can probably tell, that is where the tennis court is. I have not played tennis in many years. Probably way longer than I played basketball. It's been a long time since I played tennis. It does not mean I still cannot play. It just means that I have not played in a while. So even with this tennis court being here, I have not used it. I've not used it to play tennis. So yeah, and it looks like someone just got out the car and they're about to go play tennis. So that's cool. So anyways, we are going to now make our way towards another part of this park that I believe I did know about, but I did not, I don't know, I didn't really check out before, which is, this is the where the pool is. And I haven't been swimming in a long time, and I do know how to swim. Again, it's just I have not been swimming in a long time. I do like how they have a picnic table over here already for people to sit down. Plenty of garbage cans everywhere. I like how they have plenty of places for you to dispose of your garbage. And then behind me, guys, as you guys can see, is the pool area. And it's actually a nice pool. So it's got like slides and stuff like that, you know. Well, I think that's all they have is a slide. So that's pretty cool though. It looks pretty big. And I don't know how often or when it's open though. It doesn't seem like it's open right now. And why would it be? I mean, school's back in and stuff like that. So, but, and I haven't been to this park in forever. But anyways, there's benches all around it, guys. Beautiful trees and bushes, which I really like. There's a squirrel over there enjoying, you know, the fresh cut grass and stuff like that. And then on this other side, as I've noticed, there is another area over there where there's covered seating and stuff like that. You also have another, and I'll go over there in a second, but I'm going to continue to get some more of this footage of the pool so you guys can see. But yeah, I mean, look at these beautiful trees, man. That's awesome. You have the dragonflies running around or flying around. But here is more visuals of the pool area. I wonder how, it says no diving. There's 3 feet 9 inches. So it looks like it only goes up to about 5 feet. So it's definitely a safe pool. And if I can see, I don't know if it's just because it's old, but the bottom of that pool looks like it needs to be cleaned. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna make our way around, and still beautiful trees around with beautiful colors on it. It's in a nice little residential area, guys, slash college area. So U of H is in this area, in this vicinity. Okay, so there's a lot of college people that live around here. Where I started from, across the street, is a college living area. And so you got that. Oops. I went through a pretty bright area where my tracking was lost, so I apologize for that. So it looks like right here, guys, is the beginning or the entrance of this of the pool area. And so yeah, I have not checked out this particular spot before, which is interesting because it looks really old. So it says Tuesday through Saturday, 1 to 7, Sunday 1 to 6, and it's closed on Mondays. So that's what it's showing. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I keep losing the tracking. I think it's because the camera's getting into bright light, and it's messing up that. So I have to get that fixed. Anyways, and as you guys can see, more of the name of this park, and it specifically says the pool. So yeah. So right here, I believe, is the second area, entrance area to this park. Now I don't go this far down. So like I said, like there's a first entrance that's actually further up that way, close to the main street, and that connects to where the tennis side is and stuff like that. And so so yeah. So what I will do is I'm gonna make it back. We're gonna go back that way so I can show you guys the whole fullness of this park. I don't want to leave out anything just because. So here's more. We started back over there. Now we're gonna kind of curve our way back around this way. And like I was saying before, as you guys can see, there is that gravel area, which is the walking path. So I remember, now that I see this, when I do my walks, I would do the biggest, I would do the most, how to say it, I would take the biggest course for walking, and that meant taking the most outside routes, which this route is the furthest outside route where I'm at right now. And this goes around the entire park for the most part, I believe. I think it just cuts across one of the parking lots, actually. So we're now going to be making our way back towards the side where the side where there's the first parking, and all that. Sorry guys, it's been a while since I've been over here, so I'm jumbling my words. But yeah, so you guys can see over there is where the tennis court is. And there's something else I think that's over there besides the tennis court. Oh yeah, baseball. So yeah, there's a baseball field over there as well. I forgot about that. So I remember when I would be coming over here, there would be a lot of cars, there would be like buses and things like that, you know, for like teams or whatever that are playing baseball and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's a baseball field, as you guys can see right there. Big baseball field, got bleachers, really nice. Again, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking about the other park that I made a video of last week, and everything about that park is way better here. It's just a better experience. And then as y'all can see over there, I think y'all can see that, but there's some tables, picnic tables, and there's also water fountains. I see 2 different water fountains right in that vicinity, and that's like really cool. Like, dang, man, I mean, why wouldn't you have that in the summertime, especially in a city like Houston? It's necessary. It's very necessary. So I'm gonna catch the other, or show you guys the other side of this, where I'm at, the street and everything, and like the homes that are the other side of this park on my way back. But I just wanted to focus on this one for right now. So lots of trees, shade and stuff like that. And then now we are coming up to where I'm most familiar with, and this is the main entrance that I normally know about from this particular park. And like I said before, which cross over, as you guys can see, there is more there's more of this walking trail over here. So we're just gonna keep going this way, and I want to show you guys the 2 areas over here, which is the baseball field and also the tennis court. But then also on the other side, guys, you have this big open field over here. You know what I mean? So it's definitely it's wide open. I think there were more trees here before, but they cut them off. They cut off some of these trees, and I'm saying that because I'm seeing all these stumps over here, and I did not recognize all those stumps before. So I'm not sure how recent that is. Again, we're talking over, shoot, 10, 15 years ago when I was last here. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I was over here. And these big bleachers, which is very fitting for games. So no big surprise there as far as that goes. But yeah, as you guys can see, I don't know if y'all can see the name back there, but yeah, so it definitely is something really cool. Beautiful day. I'm glad that the weather held out the way it did. I don't like it being too hot. I mean, I'm already sweating enough, but I would be sweating a lot more if the sun was out full blast, which it normally is around this time. So gotta enjoy that. So let me go ahead and show you guys more. We have more of the field over here. So again, you guys can see how nice it is. They're also doing plenty of they're doing the landscape and stuff like that. So that's why you guys can see fresh cut grass and everything like that. So yeah, so now we're gonna make our way, keep going back this way, so you guys can see the stuff over here on this side and everything. Oh wow. And it looks like they're doing some construction over there on the other side as well. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, they're doing some kind of construction. So they're building up this area. The last time I lived over here, I think it was like 2017, 2018, and it didn't even look like this back then, you know. It wasn't as like what they didn't have a lot of this stuff here back then. So they've done a lot of addition to this park since I was last here. All right, guys. So now, right behind me is where the tennis court is. So we're gonna get a little closer, and I'm gonna see if I can show you guys that area. I would come here before and kind of see, and I don't know if you guys can see that. That's kind of, this is where the tennis court is. But I would see people here that would be, you know, playing tennis. I was never, you know, interested in playing or nothing like that. But I would see people here playing it and everything like that. I never wanted to join in, but but I know how to play tennis. I do know. Now, I was not aware of how, or at least I don't remember how big this tennis court was. But it looks like it's kind of big. And so the reason I'm saying that is because it's literally stretching all the way down. Like, I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but I'm going all the way down this piece. And yeah, there is you saw the tennis court. I think it's 2 tennis courts though. It looks like there's one, and then it cuts off. There's a gate right there, and then it goes over to the next one. So yeah, so I'm gonna make my way, guys, over to this other tennis court so we can have a look and see how this is. And I'm actually gonna go inside it. Looks like there's a tennis ball down there. We're gonna go inside here where there's more seating. So that way you guys can see there's the one back here. Let's see if we can go by it. Maybe at some point I should get back into playing tennis. Of course not for, you know, competition, but just for enjoyment. So you have benches, seating, and it looks like a fairly nice tennis court. You got the landscapers in the background that are doing, you know, their job, making the place look really nice. Stuff like that. Okay, wait a minute. There's multiple tennis courts in this spot, guys. I did not know that. So it looks like there's multiple tennis courts in this little area. So there's one there, there's one back there. I think there's a cluster of tennis courts in this area. Courts 9 and 10. So yeah, there's, as you guys can see, that sign, I don't know if y'all see it, says 9 and 10. So it looks like there's possibly like 10 tennis courts in this vicinity. And then you have some bench seating back there, as you guys can see. So yeah, this actually looks pretty neat. This is an area where I have not checked out before, so it's cool to see this. And then you have all these benches behind for people to sit down and have a little relaxing rest and stuff like that and everything. So it's really cool. It's really cool. There's, like I said, there's the landscapers are here, guys. They're doing their job. They're doing a really good job making the place look really beautiful. So it's really nice to see this. But yeah, so this is the picnic, or excuse me, the tennis courts here at McGregor Park. And I'm seeing numbers on these areas. Over there, you can see that little box that says 2. So it looks like these are all numbered. These tennis courts. So my first time seeing this, and this is really cool. Now, tennis is not like basketball. You don't just shoot. Basketball, you can just be one deep, shooting baskets by yourself, and it's fine. Real quick, you do have this table with some seats around it, guys. But you have all kind of tables and seats over here. Here's yet another tennis area with a few different courts there. And then you have like a community center behind me, and I'm sure that's there for some reason. Got staff members here and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty neat to see all this here at the park. Something that I'm not used to, but and I haven't seen that before. But like I was saying, like with basketball, you can shoot baskets by yourself, or you can play with another person or many people, and it's just fun. Okay, with tennis, you actually need to play with somebody. So coming here by yourself, you know, is not as fun unless you are going to have somebody else to rally with or whatever. And so that's the only thing with tennis that, you know, that I prefer one over the other. You know, if you don't have nobody to play tennis with, then you're not going to really be able to play tennis, you know, or have too much fun if you're just going to be, you know, rallying with your, you got to have somebody else to rally with. But anyways, man, I love the smell of fresh cut grass, guys, and to smell this, to see what's all happening, and to be, you know, being out here and making this video, everything really just kind of comes together, and I really enjoy it. So I got to make sure I'm not going to be in these guys' way. So we're going to make it through part of the noise, guys. Just going to be momentarily. But I'm going to make it out of this area, so I'm not in these guys' way as they are doing an awesome job with landscaping this beautiful park. So we're going to, I'm going to now head to the parking lot where it's better for me to be at, where I'm out of the way of everything. Then we're going to make our way back towards the other way, and I'm going to show you guys the other part, or the rest of the park that I did not, that I was not able to show you guys before. But behind me, as you guys can see, they're doing construction all along here. It looks like they're doing road work. I'm not sure exactly what that means, though, what they are specifically doing with this. I don't know if they're going to be dividing the road, or, I mean, it's already a two-lane, two-way road, but I don't know if they're going to be doing anything extra with that. I don't know. But anyway, they are nevertheless making this area up, you know, making it look a lot better, and doing more, you know, upkeep to it. So, but now you guys are going to be able to see more of just this side, where I was not able to really show you guys too much before. It looks like it's got a little cut-off walking path right here. You guys see that? Where you guys can kind of get to the main road. There's a sidewalk that goes along there, as well as a walking path. And I'm just thinking, if I can remember right, this is like the furthest, like the most furthest part of the walking path is like out there. So it really goes all the way around the park, like the entire park. As you guys can see, look at all these trees around me. You know, there's a lot of good trees all around me, so it's just like, man, you know, really nice, really nice. So now you guys are going to see the street part of this McGregor Park area. Nice homes around here. It's a nice neighborhood. Behind me, you got a little sign that speaks about, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's a sign that's basically, let me get out the way. It's talking about the parking regulations, you know, 3-hour parking, whatever. Okay. The big walking path. And now we're going to go heading back towards the beginning. So as you guys can see on this side, this is the main road, and you have houses over here. You have people that have that money, that have paid for landscapers to come through and take care of their big lawn. You know, these are some nice homes with some pretty big yards. Well, here in Houston, most of the houses here in Houston have big yards. So, you know, a lot of people that they have these homes, they're, you know, they have pretty nice jobs where they probably don't have the time, or feel like they don't have the time to be home, or to put aside time to do their lawn. So they pay people to do it. And the only reason I laugh and I say it like that is because when I grew up as a kid, I did this for my grandmama. We had big yards, front yards and backyards, but primarily our backyard was really big. So as a child, that's what I was doing, was cutting the grass. And so I'm like, yo, I know I do my own grass, and I had fun doing it. It wasn't a big deal. But, you know, everybody's different. But anyways, you see the landscapers out there, they're doing their thing, and all that. So really nice. I mean, these houses, I mean, they're not extravagant. Some of them are, but you know, they're not. This is a nice neighborhood, and so, you know, that's kind of how that is. But it's been a while since I've even walked down this neighborhood. I don't know if I rode my skateboard or I just walked over in this area. I don't remember, but I did one of the two. I think I walked, and so I was able to see more of this neighborhood some years ago than I do now. Now, they did build a lot to here. They built a lot to here. So I wanted to show you guys over here behind me. There is the sign to the tennis court, Homer Ford Tennis Center. It was designated in 1983, guys. So quite a while ago. Quite a while ago. Really nice. And I'm definitely going to want to show you guys some of these other homes in these areas. Now, there's a part that I'm going to be coming up to that I have not seen before. So basically it's an addition. And I know it's an addition because I know what new stuff looks like out here. But some of this stuff is really new. Really new. And it's been so long ago since I've been over here, I don't even remember what used to be over here. If it took the place of something or what. I don't remember. So we're going to make our way to that and just kind of see, because I do not remember a lot of this. So as y'all can see on the side of me, this is the neighborhood I was talking about. Really nice homes out here. Really nice. It looks like this is a new condo or a set of apartments, which is that gray building right up there. So that's that new place I'm talking about. I have not seen this. I have not seen it before. But we're gonna go right by it and check it out. Just kind of see what it looks like. There's also another building. It looks like another set of apartments or condos across the street further down that way. It looks like it. Again, this is a college predominant area, guys, and so a lot of these places are for college people that work at the college, people that attend the college. So nice building. I mean, here in Houston, we don't play. We don't play when it comes to, you know, building anything. You know, our stuff looks really dope all the time, it seems, you know. And if you got that kind of money, they cater to people that got that money. And you can tell by the way stuff looks. So yeah, this is definitely new. I do not remember this being here. So it's not been here too long. I don't know how long this was here, but the last time I lived in this area, this was not here. Matter of fact, I remember them doing they were doing construction. They were building up this area, but it was on this side, I believe. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, all this is new. I mean, look how fancy, look how that building looks, guys. It's really cool looking. How it's like curved and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like really nice building. A lot of people have bikes that live in this building, so I'm sure that they utilize, you know, biking trails and stuff like that. I just like the way that the entrance of this place is. Got those the stairs like that is really cool. And so let me see if you guys can see behind me. That building right behind me is what I'm talking about, and it's got multicolors to it, which is really nice. There's two buildings over there, and they look like apartments of some sort. Is what they look like. And so I don't want to go over there right now because that doesn't really have anything to do with the actual park per se. It's just living quarters that are by the park. But maybe at some point I might want to take a trip over there and show you guys what those look like, because they look nice. And I believe I have been over in this area before. It's just a different route. So I remember seeing this building over there. That's like a college living place. And then I don't know if you guys can see the water down here, this little bayou right here. So really cool, really cool. Nice walking spot. Now I believe this is what they were doing the construction on, because this is all new. I could tell it's new. But yeah, so I think that they were just making a walking area. They were adding to this park. And so they added this walkway. I believe that's what they were doing when I had seen them doing the work over here. But yeah, I mean, this is what we got here in Houston, guys. This is Houston, Texas. This is Southeast Houston, where I stay at. And so we have this over here in Southeast Houston, which is really cool. Really nice. Nice visuals. And I'm sure you can get down there, you know, just by hopping over this, I'm sure. I don't know if there's another way, but there's a biking path that's over here. And see, normally in nicer areas, you're gonna have and see bike paths. In the area where I live in, it's not really a nice area, so therefore, well, the area I live in is a nice area per se. But what I mean is that vicinity is not so much of a great vicinity as far as, you know, the majority of what's out there. And so you don't really have the biking paths and stuff like that over there. There are some, they're sparse, but not like this over here. And so for me, I would love to take my bike out and to ride a bike path, but there aren't any around there. Plus I have to worry about somebody, you know, stealing my bike, and that's not something that I want to deal with right now. So I just use my bike kind of like, you know, timidly, I guess you can say, more cautiously. So now we're going to enter the last part of this park I want to show you guys, which is on the other side of the pool. And this is more seating, but I didn't realize this was here. But this is yet another playground for the kids. And unlike the other playground here that I showed you guys, this one seems to have even more. And why I say that is because the other one had one small set of swings, a total of 4. But this one has 2 sets of swings, it looks like, and it's a total of I'd say 8. And as y'all can see right behind me, all those swings right there. So you got benches here, you got some seating back over here. All this areas around me has benches. You have, you know, trash bins. But yeah, so we're gonna make our way back around here real quick, and that should conclude the video. But yeah, really nice day, guys. Sun came out a little bit more, which is fine. But so yeah, so this is a really good area. It's especially if you have kids, to be safe and stuff like that. It's a nice environment. You got staff here, you know, that are watching the place and stuff like that. But like I said, behind me, this is for the kids. So you do have the kids playground here. And let me get a little closer so that you guys can see this. Give you guys an idea. You already see the swings over here. So now we're going to check out this actual playpen area, where it's very typical. It is very typical. So as y'all can see behind me, it's got slides. It's got the steps for you to walk up. And you got some more little ladders right here. You got the little bridge area, some more little ladder type things over here. Some more, just lots of spots for you to climb. And then over here, for the little ones, the little itty bitty ones, you got, I don't know if y'all can see down here, I'll have to probably get B-roll, but you got these other the little baby, what do you call them? The baby swings over here. So that's cool for the little tykes. And then continuing around, you have the 3rd-degree burn slides. Well, those are probably the 2nd-degree burn slides. The 3rd-degree burn slides would be the metal ones that we 80s babies had to have fun on. And then of course the monkey bars up here, and that's about that, guys. You know, I do not remember if I told you guys about this other area where they do have, as y'all can see back here, that's another picnic area where it also has a grill. So really cool, guys, really cool. And I think that just about does it, guys. So this is McGregor Park, one of the familiar parks here on the southeast side of Houston. It's a really nice park, guys. It's a big park, lots to do at this park for anybody, whether you are a kid or an adult. If you're trying to have a party here, you know, there's plenty of stuff that you can do. Bring people over, have drinks, have a good time, barbecue, whatever you want to do. You can do that here. It does have bathrooms here. It has water here as well. There's little porta potties that are kind of like posted up in different areas here. You got people that park here, and either they're working here or they're landscapers and they're doing stuff. But it's got a lot here, guys. So it's a really nice park. There's always plenty of parking. And then just so y'all got an idea, behind me, I don't know if y'all can see it, that's where the basketball court is, and stuff like that. So anyways, guys, that's what we got here, man. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have anything you guys want to say or ask me any kind of questions, leave those in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those. Also, guys, hit that notification bell so that way you guys are informed when I am uploading my videos and things like that. If you guys have any suggestions as far as videos that you guys want to see me do, you know, feel free to leave those. Also, guys, share my videos. Share this channel with someone else that might be interested in my kind of content. I'm going to be doing more of this kind of content on a regular basis. This is basically what I wanted to be doing anyways. It just took me a while to get to this point. But I'm going to be out on location doing these kind of things, bringing, you know, this kind of content to you guys. So it will really help out my channel, and I really appreciate it if you guys would spread the word. And if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you guys do subscribe. And then with that being said, guys, I am Real King signing out. Y'all have a really good day.